You might think you've peeped the scene. You haven't. The real one's far too mean. The watered down one, the one you know, was made up centuries ago. They made it sound all whack and corny. Yes, it's awful, blasted boring. Twisted fiction, sick addiction. Well, gather round, children, separate lesson.
Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So
fantasize about this back in Chicago. Mercy, mercy me, that mercy I go. That's me the first year that I blow. How you say broke in Spanish, me no I blow. Me drown sorrow in that Diablo. Me found bravery in my bravado. DJs need to listen to the models. You ain't got no fucking Yeezy and Serato. Stupid, but what the hell do I know? I'm just a Chi-Town nigga with a nice flow. And my chick in that new Phoebe Philo. So much head I woke up in Sleepy Hollow.
Can we get much higher?
Look like a fat booty Celine Dion. Sex is on fire, I'm the king of Leona Lewis, beyond the truest. Hey teacher, tell me how do you respond to students and refresh the page and restart the memory, respark the soul and rebuild the energy. We stop the ignorance, we kill the enemy. Sorry for the night, demons are still visit me. The plan was to drink it till the pain over, but what's worse, the pain or the hangover? Fresh air rolling down the window. Too many Urkels on your team, that's why your win's low. Don't make me pull the toys out, huh? Don't make me pull the toys and fire up the engines, huh? And then they make noise.
Can we get much higher? So high.
At the mall there was a seance, just kids, no parents. Then the sky filled with herons. We saw the devil in the Chrysler, the Baron. And the hell wouldn't spare us. And the fires they declare us. But after that, took pills, skips and errors. And woke up back in Paris.
Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So
This is something like the Holocaust. Millions of our people lost. Bow our heads and pray to the Lord. Till I die, I'm a fucking boss. Now who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh? Who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh?
Black cars, black on on black, black bras. Whole lot of money in a black bag. Black strap, you know what that's for.
Who gon' stop me, huh? Who gon' stop me, huh?
Yeah, who gon' stop me?
Morning, guys.
No brakes, I need State Farm. So many watches, I need 8 arms. One neck, but got 8 charms. Who gon' stop me, huh?
Niggas talking they bitch made. Ixnay off my dixnay. That's pig Latin. Ixbay. Who gon' stop me, huh? Last night ain't go so well. Got kicked up at the hotel. Got a little freaky like Marvin now, but yes, tell how a co-sell. You just a commentator. If you getting paper, everybody I know from the hood got common haters. In some relations, you just supposed to say none. Heard she fucked the doorman, well that's cool. I fucked the waitress. Heard Yeezy was racist. Well I guess it's someone basis. I only like green faces.
This is something like the Holocaust. Millions of our people lost. Bow our heads and pray to the Lord. Till I die, I'm a fucking boss. Now who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh? Who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh?
Black cars, black on black, black bras. Whole lot of money in a black bag. Black strap, you know what that's for.
Y'all weed purple, my money purple. Y'all Steve Urkel, I'm open circle. I wrote the verse and I hope I heard you.
Let's go. Who gon' stop me, huh? Beat the odds, beat the fast. It wouldn't be wise to bet against the cat. Stop me broke, I better get rich. Night shift, 6 to 6, give me one shot, one pot. I show up in all white wearing no socks, no ceiling, new coupe. They know I'm a dope boy, they don't have no proof. I'm 3 steps removed, I know how to move. It's looking like I don't know how to lose. I'm winning again, I'm at the win. I'm at the table, I'm gambling. Lucky lefty, I expect a 7. I went through hell, I'm expecting heaven. I'm old, so I'm dull, and I stuck to the cheat code. I'm here, oh yeah, I promise I ain't going nowhere. Okay, here, like a hare, like a rabbit. I like carrots, I'm allergic to having bunny ears. Like broke, like nope, like huh, I ain't no joke. I can't be stopped, like nope. Still a beat, no. 2 seats in the 911, no limit on the black car. Told you I was gonna go ham, to the ocean with my backyard. No lies in my verses, hey, please pardon all the curses. Hey, shit gotta come in some way, fuck, when you growing up worthless. Middle finger to my old life, special shout out to my old head. If it wasn't for your advice, a nigga would've been so dead. I'm living life till these niggas kill me. Turn this up if you niggas feel me. I'm riding dirty trying to get filthy. Pablo, Picasso, Rocco's, real keys. Graduated to the MoMA, and I did all of this without a diploma. Graduated from the corner. Y'all can pay me for a motherfucking fool if you wanna. Street smart and I'm book smart. Could've been a chemist cause I cook smart. Only thing that stop me is me. Hey, and I'ma stop when the hook start. Hold up.
This is something like the Holocaust. Millions of our people lost. Bow our heads and pray to the Lord. Till I die, I'm a fucking boss. Now who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh? Who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh?
Black cars, black on black, black bras. Whole lot of money in a black bag. Black strap, you know what that's for.
Well, it is a weeping in the morning and a natural thing. It is a weeping in the morning and a natural thing. It is a when it comes to the mic sound, it is the champion sound.
Okay, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk me. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she.
Come on, guys. What's up? What's up? Yes, Sirski. Alright. Who wants to trade today? Spam a 1 if you want to trade today.
Lamborghini Mercy. Yo chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk me. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk me.
All right, let's go. Good morning, guys. Let's trade today. Well, let's see if we can get a trade today. We got. Before I start that, let me start this live on Discord. I gotta pause this though. All right, yo. So hopefully we have some volume today. Mic should be good. Okay, cool. Take this off. Yeah, so hopefully we have volume today, man. Hopefully, but looking at price, doesn't look too bad. Like yesterday was like late session. Looks like it was kind of setting you up for where my screen at? Okay. Yesterday, yeah, late session looked like you were kind of setting you up for today in terms of just movement, right? Like I know you didn't break through completely downside to the downside, but it was still enough to move back into this range here. So that is like, I'll say enough to, how much was that range? Yesterday came down like 970 pips total. So yeah, it was like enough, right? It was like decent volume, especially like the second half of the move here from what was it? Oh, I guess like a little bit of here, but I guess it ended up just looking like roughly the same as how it was moving throughout the day, which isn't bad. But right now you're back to the bottom of the range here. So if we are back to the bottom of the range here, let's go ahead and mark up something here. I know we have news in 2 minutes here, right? It's unemployment claims. So that's like a hit or miss. Or my bad, not employment claims. Core PC price index, right? So it's nothing too major. It is a red folder. There's a lot of folders though. There's like 9 folders, so for the US dollar alone, right? Or 8 folders here, but you might not get a spike off the bat, but volume could creep in, right, as the session goes on. But yeah, so far I'm just gonna mark up this like 50-56 zone. That's kind of where you rejected off of on price here, and then I'll mark up maybe something. Let's see, how much is this range here? It's around the 1200. Okay, so let's remove this for now. This can stay here though, because on a small time that'll still matter. You have something here along the way up at like 5135. Sorry, you have something up here at 5135 here. So 5135, it's like a minor zone. Your next major zone, I'll say, would be more so of like up here, up in these areas here. So question becomes, if you make your way up towards that area, how could that come up? Right, so structure plays a key role. I think this is the second time you're retesting the highs here, right? So I think this was the move late NY yesterday, and then this move up was like kind of Asian session, and then you came back down to retest the lows here, and then now NY is making its way back up to retest yesterday's Asian highs. So if it can break above 5135 here, there's a chance that this could also recorrect the entire move. If this was the first initial move up, like if we were part of this part of the push back above here, we can look for wick entry sells, right, for like a higher low, or we can look for the fake out if we were to break back into the range here. But this is the second time you're retesting the highs, so taking that wick entry sells for a wick entry might be a little more difficult, just because you have like a bit more structure going up now with this move from Asian last night. So yeah, I think I'll leave like 5196 and I'll leave like 50-56. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad today. Yes, the move wasn't bad. Like yesterday wasn't too bad. You had a range here. So now it's just trying to figure out what's going to happen here in this range here. Either if you could still get a fake out, right? Either if you do that to continue down, I think that's when you'd be more like directional, or you come from down from here, continue down. This could be a lower high, right? A lower high right here. Or maybe you just continue up. You just start to reverse to correct the whole entire move. But this is a pretty crucial high right now at 5129. So if price does make its way down here, and let's say it makes its way down like this, right? And then you have like structure on the way down. So what you start seeing is you start seeing like lower highs being created the same way, or as that at the same time as you're coming down here. As you get those lower highs there, you can start looking for ideas. I'll say more likely below like here in this range, right? Below like 50.90, 50.80, but below there to fill the range would be nice. So we'll look for that if you do reject here, but I don't know if it's gonna from here reject or from here continue to make a lower high and then reject, or not even reject, just continue up, right? I have no idea. There's also something here. So if you do come down now, that could be an important zone, right? That's probably where you're gonna start to create these ranges at. But other than that, maybe we can mark that up as well. Maybe we can mark up something here at like 59.631. All right, so I'll leave something there. And yeah, we're just gonna see what happens here. I think this range is not bad. This is a 700 pip range, so it's pretty tradable. This area is 330, and then below the yellow line here gets like 350. So if we end up getting sells below these ranges here, you're probably looking at 200 pips here, 200 to like 250 for this range here. So yeah, I think that should be all. So just 5196 next resistance, and then 50, 56. And then 59.7, 51.35. So let's go over here and mark that up. $5196. $59.7, $250. What's there? 5135, 511. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. And now we just 4 hour lead, 1 hour lead here too. Yeah, 1 hour lead is below there, and then you have a 4 hour lead. Where was the 4 hour lead? Oh, that one. Damn. I was gonna see what is this other time from doing. So daily close bearish, right? Close bearish right support. So this one could create a topic first, flip bearish, could correct the entire move from yesterday. I'll say like for buys today, more so above, or obviously have to wait for price to kind of break through here, and then we want to figure out if it's gonna like, you know, once it closes above, it's gonna like come back to the range or not. But let's say it continues to hold, you can look for just ideas eventually, right? So it's not too, we're not too far off from buys as well. It's just that you need volume to push up, and then we need to confirm that it's not going to fake out, and then we'll look for the rest of the correction back up towards like 5196. So we can eventually get ideas there, but I need to confirm that that's not going to come back down again for a fake out, right? Because you're looking at this overall move here, and then you're looking at this range as in general, and this is technically still bearish. So this can just continue ripping back into the bottom of the range. Overall, you're bullish, right? But obviously, overall, you're bullish. Yeah, now I'll leave it as that. Let's see, anything else? As the session goes on, we'll work with these zones a bit more, but what time frame is this? This was 5:35. Oh, 7:50 pop there. And not bad. Volume is here. A little better than yesterday to start. Another thing you want to pay attention to too is as well as like, if you were to come up, like how fast is the move up versus like how fast this move down was yesterday. The move down yesterday was okay. It wasn't bad. But if today's move obviously, you know, is a 1-2 correction, then that's going to give you a much stronger idea that you can correct the entire move. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, what did news do? There's so many folders, right? Like you're not always gonna get, especially when there's a lot of folders, you're not always gonna get price move off the bat. But that doesn't mean the session won't move. That won't bring in, that doesn't mean the volume won't come in delayed or as the session goes on, right? You also have another red folder at 10. I think it's a bit more volatile probably. Those job openings. Yeah. I'll say Joe's job is decent. So could be a 10 or it could get moved before 10, right? But I always say it's like you want to be aware of news, but at the end of the day, it's relevant to like price action, to your entries and exits. It's relevant to like how price moves, right? To understand like directionally where price is going and all of that. But when it comes to like entries and exits, it's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. You can't look at this and be like, oh, this is my stop loss. It's going to be down at these zones, whatever. What is clean traffic? Clean traffic is just, I mean, if you have like range here, and then you start trending. No, this is slow and sluggish. Let's go like this. Right? And then all of a sudden you start to like kind of boom. Right? If you're now looking at this as a range. That's a range. This was your previous range. Range to range in between is a range alone, but that's clean traffic. This right here will be your clean traffic. So when you're looking for those buys up, right? I mean, as long as you make sure that or confirm that this isn't gonna be a fake out, because this can still come down like this because this is bearish and all of that. But for clean traffic purposes, let's say like you hold it. As you look for buys up, you can look to target into these ranges because this is gonna be your clean traffic push right here. And that's what's gonna mirror usually. Right, use that as reference. So like sometimes people be like, oh, there's a gap. Let's delete that. There's a gap here, right? All you gotta do is really, when you see gaps, or draw it in, right? Because then people wonder like, oh, why do you always fill a gap and then you reject after? Well, if you look at it, you come up towards what? The resistance. So of course you're gonna get a rejection here or a reaction here. You're gonna get something there, right? But usually people look at gaps and they be like, oh, it's gonna fill that gap, right? And then what happens afterwards is sometimes you get a rejection at the end of the gap. Like how many times have you seen that? Market opening, you fill the gap, and then you get a rejection off of it, and then you continue just driving down, right? But yeah, that's what clean traffic is. It's just usually when you have a range, and you have another range, right? Or resistance support, in between that is a range, and that's your clean traffic area. Usually the candles are pretty clean to the left too, so you'll see these candles look like this probably, right? And it'll mirror up. Sometimes you might see it looking like this. Sometimes you might see it looking like this. All right, which isn't the worst, but is it still clean traffic? I wouldn't say clean traffic, but it's still a range. So when you're looking for a range fill, you can still look to take advantage of these areas here. Just remember that there's like a lot of like breaks in between. So there's something here in the way up, right? And those breaks in betweens could be like your advantage points on price. So where you go like BE, where you trail stop loss and profit at, and all of that. But yeah, cleaner traffic usually would be like more so like this. Right? So when you get the correction back up, there's like nothing really stopping it. It's usually clean. That's why it's called clean traffic. I wonder if there's wick entry ideas here today, actually. 5165, if you come up first. This is pretty important right now. Like looking at, like seeing that this is a very important high, because if you reject here, this could be your lower high. Now you have like a couple more of them on the way down. All right, and it comes down like that. Volume picking up here. A low, same thing here too, like on the minute time frame, that's like some lower highs here as well. So let's see if this could give you a pop down towards the areas here. If you can pop down here, there should be a bit more volume coming in. And then from there, what will happen is you might get a rejection to come back up. You might get a lower high to continue down, right? And then you're looking at this zone next, like, okay, can you break there now? And then one range at a time, and then you have volume. You have a leg count on that 15. This one right here. Let's see. Let's see. What is this gonna do? Got the worst headache? Sorry, man. Them shits are the worst. I'm gonna get that tomorrow probably though. Every weekend I get a headache, usually. Every weekend I wake up at like, if I wake up later than 10, GG's. Cause my routine is so fixated on waking up at 7:30 during the weekdays. So then on the weekends I sleep in a little more. Yeah, I always get a headache. I need like a tube stuck to my mouth drinking water at night or something. Bro, yesterday price moved crazy to the downside, but you were saying we are stuck in a range. I don't understand that. Yeah, we are stuck in this 4-hour range. I never said it wasn't tradable. Ranges are tradable, right? Ranges are tradable. Just depends on how big the range is. This range is tradable. But I think when I was talking about range, I'm talking about this. Like, this is the range that's been in. But this range here is like 1,300 pips. That's pretty tradable, right? And then maybe I was also talking about this. Yeah, I was talking about this range here in general. And then I was also mentioning yesterday you had this range overall, then you had a low range here, then you had more ranges here. So you have ranges within the ranges yesterday, but overall it's just this one range. But ranges are tradable. Don't believe that ranges aren't tradable. It's just because you might have a range in like the higher time frame, right? Like don't trade on a 1 minute range or something because you're not gonna get much info out of that. But on like a higher time frame range, you have a lot of ranges. So you have moves within those ranges that you can take, right? Like breakouts can happen and all of that. How do you do with not being able to pass a prop from account, but you do 9% of things right? Oh, what are the things right though? What are the things right that you're doing? What up, Addy? Juan Bala, thank you. What are 90% of the things right? Good risk management, follow the rules. What is good risk management? What is good risk management? What is follow the rule? Okay, so wait, hold on. Maybe I need more info. Why are you not passing it then? Like what's stopping you from passing it? Like your trades are not winning? Or like what's the reason? I'm not getting winning trades. Okay, yeah, you are doing 9% of things right then. If you say you're not over risk, you're not oversizing, you're using good risk management, following the rules. But mentally, like how are you approaching these trades? Like, where's your mind when you're approaching these trades? Like, is it like all over the place, or is it like straight down narrow path? This is some good volume here, guys. Hold on, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, this is some good volume here. You've had this push here. That was pretty decent, right? Yeah, this range here. And then now you're starting to break above. So I think what we were trying to figure out earlier was like whether this could like break this high or not. So we'll find out shortly here if that does. If it doesn't, then you just made another lower high as you make your way back down below these ranges. Could we look for ideas here later on? Because look, just now what happened was so this is the initial high right up here. So we can mark up, let's just put this here for now, right? That was like the high you want to see break. 5127, that's a pretty lower high. But look what happened on the minute on the 5. You created a little bit of structure, right? You had this move, you had this. This right here is technically your higher low to continue up. Now, what if you start getting a correction like that, like this, back into the range, lower highs, back into the range, continuation. You can then look for ideas below here to continue down. Below there, you would assume that it's going to continue down towards 59.7. So this could be a very tradable range. But if you can tap into this and then do this, that'd be even nicer. But this could be something, right? So let's see what happens here. I think this range in the minute is 130. So you need to come down 130 for that. And you need to pull back probably like another 60, 50, 60. And then as you continue to re-break the lows there, because you just need to confirm that this is going to break and hold, right? Once you confirm that, it's straightforward down towards here. And that's just going to be the 1 hour support. And you still have all of this, right? But one thing at a time, right? Sorry, I'm back. I had to lock that in. Yes, I'm not getting away with trades. Yeah, I mean, if you're following good risk management, following the rules, that's one thing, right? But are you journaling your trades? Sometimes that journal, that's not enough. You gotta journal every trade. Every trade you take, you need a journal because you're just collecting data. Like if you can journal your trades and you can actually name your trades after certain plays, and then you notice over time you would just continue taking those same plays over and over and over again, you now have a playbook, right? And you can actually reference the trade off of something. So you'll, for instance, let's say you take the I don't know, like keyboard play or something, right? You take the keyboard play. Okay, cool. Over time, I've noticed that when I take the keyboard play, it wins 70% of the time. What's wrong with that? Nothing, right? But like, how could I improve that over time? But like, you can't improve your trades. You can't improve your trading if you don't even know if it's a keyboard play in the first place. So you gotta start naming those plays, those trades, right? Over time, you'll have like 5, 6, 7, 8 different trade ideas, trade setups, and you can name them like keyboard or whatever. Trade 1, trade 2, trade 3, 1 to 8, whatever you want to do. But over time, you'll see the win rate for each type of entry and setup. And then you can see what the bad ones are, what the ones that need a little bit more work are versus the ones that are like higher probable. Take the higher probable ones and don't take the lower probable ones. And that's when you start trading for real. That's when you start welcome to the game. But you gotta do that first. Because if you don't, then you're just kind of closing your eyes. I mean, following the rules are one thing, right? Like not over leveraging, that's good. But it requires a bit more practice. The last night my setup break of low 5133 was break out that sign out. When I see today chart, laughing because I didn't wait for a few hours to make that setup entry. Hey, did you hop off during your training session hours when it was done? If you did, then that is not your trade no more, man. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Sorry, I didn't see your shit pencil. I know it depends on structure and following, but you think it's possible to take sells in that 1 hour bullish like count set? Yeah, this one below here, yeah, I had ideas. I had something below 97. Maybe I'll move it down a little bit here. Below 95, yeah. Below here, we're looking for some stuff. If we're looking for something here, we'll look for something here too. But yeah, I think it's very possible. I may need to trade on smaller timers to manage risk. That doesn't make sense. Trading on a small time frame doesn't manage your risk. Adjusting your stop loss manages your risk though. Wait, sorry. I may need to trade on smaller timers to manage risk. So yeah, that does make sense. I'm tripping. I read it a different way. Yeah. Drop to a small time frame and pick up different clues. I go far down to the minute sometimes. Yeah. Shall we take a trade? Oh, we are just gonna. Well, yeah, we have ideas here actually early on to the day. It's just let's see if it could actually form. One question we got into 5. Do you scale fix for the charts? I think so. Yeah, I do scale fix. All right, so let's see if you get a 1-2 correction. The volume really matters too, right? If you can get a 1-2 correction, meaning that like if you spent how long in this area, you spent maybe like 150 pips in this area. If it's a 1-2 correction, like you get something like this, right? That corrects it. Sorry, how long did this take? This took, yeah, 57 candles. So if you correct it within like let's say 3, 4, 5 even candles, that's a lot more volume coming down than this range here that it took to come up, and that'll be like an indication of volume. So pay attention to this. For opening in a minute here. 4-hour opening. Let's see. Yeah, so it's gonna close bullish here. It is going to close bullish. Yeah, I think if it closes bullish here, could close above here. You can still get a correction, right? First closure above the range, you could still get a correction of this entire move. Back down to the bottom of the range. You can also get, the thing is it closed bullish, right? So you can also get like a top wick first to start. It's a bullish candle above. At the end of the day, it's still a bullish candle, so could continue up for a top wick, but then as it makes its way back into the range there. So look, if it comes up for a top wick, it's happening like what, 5128, let's say, maybe a little higher, but 5128 minimum, right? So then what happens is you break the highs that we mentioned earlier from Asian, right? You break that high, and then you shift back into the range here. Those are your ideas, back below here, to continue down towards here, right? If we're lucky, we can also get that move a little earlier. Where was it? Down here, right below like 5103 down and downwards towards 95. But top wick will be nice if that's the 4-hour opens up, top wick first, and then as it re-breaks the lows, if it can just clear this range out, could be ideas a lot earlier. And this range is like, I think 86 pips of a range. Could today be the day? Could today be the day that we actually get something? After, I think it's been 9 days now, something like that. 9 days since we had a trade. Oh, 9 days. No. 10 days now. The glitch. Is this a glitch? Some insane volume kicking in here. What is this? 65 pips here. Let's see. Did you re-break the lows? Yeah, you did in a minute. So let's see if you could tap into this, like, what did I say again? 35, right? For the 4 top wick, or like 27. So it's a bit more to go. I think it's like 60 pips more to go here on the re-breaks. Because it breaks, it should drive. It should drive, right? Should drive. But then let's say you break, you tap it, and then you shift back into range. Like, look how long this kind of took to come up. This entire range right here. Like 50, 60 candles, right? So if you get a correction, that's one indication of volume. And then all you gotta confirm after that if this is gonna continue down, because then you obviously would reach some zones here at like 5109, 5107, and then from here you could get rejections and whatnot. And as you re-break the lows, that's the move that we're looking for. That'll be the sell. Below like 5105 down towards 5095. Maybe further, but at least below here. Alright, but I would like to see this and tap here first, because then you can just clear this out the way. That'll be the range fill. So we don't know if it's gonna reject it, right? Because it should, like, 4-hour candle flips, 4-hour candle close bullish. It still could come back up to the range, all the way back up above, like into these areas here, but we don't know. So that's why, like, we're not looking for like a wick entry sell here, or like any sells in these zones. We're gonna wait until it actually like confirms below here, right? That's coming down. Can't really confirm much in this range because this is still bullish, right? You look at all of like the higher lows that's kind of printing here. So it's only if we clear that range out. You said the 5 closed lead? Yeah, I did. When did I ever play the flute? I had a flute. I had the flute. Is it when was it when Reza gave us a gift? Yeah, I think it was the Reza gift. 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 Yeah, I think it was the What did I play? What's that one future song with the flute? Twitch? I think it was on YouTube. Mask off. My total profit. My total profit right here. Wasn't that on YouTube? I think when I was on Twitch, I wasn't. That was after, no? Cold Miami? Yeah, man, it's cold over here. Freezing. We got memory. Too much too much ganja. Okay, so look, you want to pay attention to the way it comes down here. You want to pay attention to how strong the candles move here, right? Like you see, like this took, I wouldn't say a lifetime to go up, but this took a longer time. Like this took a long time to come up. There was a lot of struggles on the way up. So if this starts to correct it within one pull, that's one confirmation, right? That's like our first that we were waiting for before even it happening. Right? And then second confirmation you want to see is the pullback, because then this could just come back up, right? This can just be higher lows to go up. It's still, this move is still bullish, or overall you're still like bullish here. But let's say you get that, step 3, re-break the lows, boom, below here, that's your sell idea, right down towards 50.95, right? You have some range there. So it's coming down pretty heavy here. We actually could get a trade here, guys. I can't even believe it. 4 candle flips too. 4 candle flips too. You're probably worrying, oh, what if it reflips, right? That's why that pullback is there for. That pullback, as it comes down below here, will confirm if it's the 4 candle's gonna flip or not. Because if it comes up after the pullback and it re-breaks the lows, there's a higher chance that it won't, or a lower probability that it won't. Right? There's now a higher probability that I could re-break the lows to drive through. And then that's when we'll start looking for those ideas. But so far here, you've had maybe, I'll say maybe 65%, 60% of the move got filled. Decent volume, right? Let's see what this does here. If it comes down. But decent volume. As long as it comes down faster than this, right? That should be an indication of volume. And then worst case, if we can't get it before 50.95, we can have range below 50.95 down. Below there you have a leg candle and all of that coming down as well. It would have been nice if this right here could have came up to tap into these ranges. But at the end of the day, this can still be your lower high here to continue back down. So that hasn't been broken yet, right? Once that breaks, that's when we'll start, okay. We'll start hunting for buy ideas, right? I'll say more so above like 51, but 51.5. News at 10, right? Yeah, you have a lot of time here too. Still like 50 minutes until the next folder comes out. Hello, mate. Do you have a job? No, this is my full-time. Full-time. This is my full-time job. This is my job. So for real, what's up, man? I deadass call you with my mind today? What you mean? Go through your job. 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 Multisato, what's up, man? Are we looking for buys at 95.4? No, I don't. No, that's the target area for the sells. If we get the sells, you're talking about wick entries, right? Yeah, that's not a bad question. That's a good idea, but I think due to the fact that this is still respecting his, as you come down, there's a much higher chance you can push through here than reject it. If you broke the highs, or if this was the first rejection, like this never happened, and you were coming down, then yeah, I think that's valid. But since you already came up all the way down, came up again, make a lower high, like this can just be a lower high that could get a correction of the entire range, and then it could be a crazy day today. This could be the day you break through if you come down. I think the only reason why I'm looking at the sells right now, at least, is because what was it? Like, I know we have some support zones marked up here, but you can even shift it down towards this 4 loan zone here, right? If you look at it, I mean, you could say that it's the middle of nowhere where we kind of are right now. So I believe even if you were to go up, there needs to be a steeper bottom wick required. Like, if you were to come up to correct this move, right, you can get something like this first before the correction. But this is the middle of nowhere. You already came down once, twice, right? But yeah, this still more range below this area coming down towards this major zone at 50.22. Either if it happens today, I'm not too sure. But one range at a time, right? And if you break below 97, you can look towards 56. And if 56 is like daily rebreak at lows, and then from there it's like 19, it's right there. It's not too far away. Any day move all week, and we have news at 10. But be open to two of the ideas here too, right? Like, you don't want to just be fixated on one idea, because it might not even come back down. This is pretty slow though. It was fast earlier at around the opening of the 4, and you got pretty slow here. Was that a dog? Where? I'm looking for buys at 94.6. 94.6. Yeah, I mean, you can get a rejection there, right? Like, I have a zone there because I'm expecting like something to react here before pushing further. So if it's the same thing though, if I'm waiting for closures below here for sells, it shouldn't affect if you look for a wick entry buy there, you know, because you're expecting a lower high anyways. So yeah, it's not a bad idea in that range there. Orange julep. Man, I gotta go back to the orange julep. Speaking about orange julep, Visa is not here. I bought at 5114. TP at 5125. Shall I hold? You bought at 5114. TP at 5125. Shall you hold? What do you think? It's kind of hard for me to give an answer because it's not my trade. Overrated. I'm sorry. Wow. You're from you're from Montreal. I don't think overrated, man. I think it's the best fast food chain I've ever been to. In Canada, at least. I don't think overrated. I think it's the best poutine in Montreal. Like better than all of those other poutine spots. The best. What's that one poutine spot in Montreal that was like, fuck, I forgot what it's called, but the plate of poutine was like this big, and then they usually have a bunch of different options. The bowl starts with a B. All right, guys, we are going to move here, or we're starting to move here. So step one is volume indicator. We are in step one process right now. Can we get volume indicator that shifts price down here towards this range at 5105, 5103? That's what you want to see tap, right? So you're looking at roughly into these ranges here. And then you got step two and then step three. And then if all steps align, we're in there. We'll be in there. We're close though. This is another close one. NYC in 4 minutes as well here. Le Banquise. Yeah, I think that spot was overrated. But orange was good. I liked it. I went back for it twice. Yo, what did you just send, Penta? What is that? It looks like grayed out Barney. I know it's early to ask, but what would be stop loss? Oh, I don't think it's early to ask. I just don't think I came up with the idea yet. Let's see. Maybe 10 pips. Maybe like right there. You crazy. Probably gonna be 10 pips. 10 pips if this is 2023. Or 100 pips if this is 2023. Probably, it's actually not that wide today by the looks of it. I think we'll be using something like here. 1,000 pips stops. 1,000 pip stop loss. TP maybe like 100 pips. How to keep stops under 10 pips. Yeah. That video. If y'all remembered, I called this wick entry at 50.60 like 3 days ago. Buddy, no one's gonna remember that. And what's even the point? You think people remember? I have a whole live stream. You think people remember when I broke down gold from 5 weeks ago and mentioned there was a certain level that tapped? No one's gonna remember that. Who give a fuck? That seems fair. 1,000 pip risk for a 100 pip reward. Yeah. Lately, that's a pretty tight stop loss today. And I'm making it clear and precise and concise because this might be the first trade on stream. And some people might not know how I trade. They might not know. Obviously, the bigger stops, you adjust your risks, right? You can't use the same lot size for any given stop. But yeah, that is my trade. So if you don't like it or if it doesn't make sense to you, you don't have to get in, right? You can just see or watch from the sidelines or just pick something up from it. Maybe learn something about anything to trade. Doesn't have to be the RR. Maybe you like my zones. You can look at that. How's that good? I never said it was good. That's just how I'm profitable. That's just what we've been doing for like 5 years now. It's the same way when we used to have a 100 pip stop loss for 10 pip TP. Now we've been getting like a lot of 100 pip runners lately, but our stops are obviously bigger because the ranges are bigger, right? But it's the same risk to reward. You're just adjusting your lot size. Will we get something for our birthday? Wait, your birthday's today? Friday the 13th, your birthday? Today's Friday the 13th, by the way, guys. They say what lot size? Yeah, 1,000 pips. I think we'll use a 0.06 lot size. 0.06. So step one approach, right? Step one is done. Like you came down to fill the range here. So let's see now if you could, let's see if you get a pullback. I think you got a little pullback there earlier. So let's see if you can get a re-break here. If you get a re-break and a pop down to 5,100, 5,101, you pull back to tap into 5,105. The re-break out of lows could be continuation. It'll be the second re-break out of lows, right? But clearly things are starting to glitch here. So it's just a matter of the pullback now and then the re-break and continuation. Because we don't know if this is going to come down yet. What we do know is that this is like your initial pop. This is your pullback. So as it comes back up again to re-break the highs, that'll be your continuation, right? This can be a higher low. So that's why it's very important to wait for that pullback into these ranges. All right, you're starting to push here. So I'm assuming if you get a pop, guys, you're going to look at probably like 5,104, 5,101. I'm assuming 5,101 would be like the next like minor rejection zone. So that could be an area you reject that. All right, get ready. Can we tap into 5,101? Because there wasn't much of a pullback here, just like a little bit, right? Not bad though. We need a glitch here. All right, so yeah, you broke below. This you don't require much of a big pullback here. Just like maybe back up to your tap like 5102, and then you want to get the rebreak of the lows here. Okay, so you tap 5102. So now the rebreak of the lows where market execute sells. Right, you want this to be one motion though. So get ready on the rebreak. I'm assuming it's gonna be we're gonna market exit 5100.16. If that can re-break. Didn't re-break. Any minute. Didn't re-break. All right, so rebroke there, gone sells right there. TP will place it right here at 50.95. I would extend it further for the TP, but this is the next leg kind of body area, so I'm assuming that's going to be a reaction zone on price. So I'm going to leave TP right there at 46. So nothing crazy. And then BE would be like right here once you approach here. So that's BE. Right, that's BE, and then the rebreak of this low, I'll trail stop loss. If you can rebreak and survive. Okay, survive, trail, and I think we're out. Cool. So what do we got there? 1740. That was 28 pips. Not bad. Not bad. 1740, what percent is that? That was good volume though. That was like everything that we anticipated there to happen in terms of waiting for price to it didn't break the highs initially up here, right? That's one thing it didn't do. But when it was like I mentioned that you want to see this get corrected within a lot quicker than how it came up. It was a little slow here, but then it eventually picked up down here, right? But then we just waited for price to tap into these zones, pull back, and then as you broke below 5102, you just look for continuations down, right? And then we just continue trailing stops. I kind of fucked up because I didn't preset a trailing stop loss, and that's when I figured I'll just move break even, and then I'll trail stop loss in the rebreak lows, right? But I think we had a pretty good exit there. That was like 29 on a dot. 1740, what is this? So I used a 0.06 a lot, I think, right? Yeah, 0.06. It was 1,000 pips. Those stops were a little shorter, a little smaller than the last couple of trades at least. So I think we did, let's see, what did we do here? Thursday, 0 yesterday, so 1740. 0.81%. All right, so nothing too crazy there. But I think 0.81% is pretty good overall. Pretty good. Let's see, could I have used a bigger lot? Because our usual lot for this account size is like around I think 14 lot, right? But that's when stops are like under 500. I think I could have used a 0.07. Fuck it. It is what it is though. Right? I'll take it either way. It's still a win. But yeah, let's see what happens now. From here on out, let's see if this could be a higher low for all I know. Can come back up. And if it is, we'll look for more buys back above like these ranges. Right? But I'm gonna journal this out, chat, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna see what we can do next, okay? Still got a lot of time today, still news at 10. It could even be a double trade day because this trade was pretty early. But yeah, let's see. So 3/13/2026. That trade was 29 pips, right? So we took that at 9:35. New York session, gold, we took a sell. I'll say that was just, what was that actually? Oh, also, look, you rejected right off the leg candle body area too, right? Or maybe a little higher. What was that? That was, I'll say liquidity. Range film. I just say a breakout. I think it was just a breakout, re-breakout lows there. Current higher lows on the 1 hour. Full 29 pips. On the dot, 0.81%. Let's go over here. So very important to journal, right? Like, always want to journal because like you're just collecting data over time. Because over time, if you don't collect data, you're not gonna know like what your win rates are and everything, or you're not gonna know like what trades you do best in, what trades are a little weaker, right? So it's good to have that data because I mean trading is really all data. It requires you to do less thinking over time because you're just automatically thinking of the trade idea already before it even forms. But you can't have that without data. Bias day, I'll say we're still bullish today. I'm gonna say I'm still bullish then. Okay, I'm gonna put, you know what? No, I think we were, no, I'm bearish today, not bullish. I was bearish. Normals, it was sells, breakout on the 1, entry, current higher low, stop loss 4, TP, just the 4-hour leg candle area, right? So TP 1 hour leg candle, 1 hour time frame. We used TP level on the 1, break even, that's logical resistance, break even, yes, in the minute. Time frames alignment. In this case, I think the 1 hour and the minute. 1 hour to minute told you everything. Expected outcome, just a range fill. And then win 0.06, 1740. Pips wise, 29. Drawdown, was there a drawdown there? I don't think so, right? I don't think that was drawdown. Maybe, I know there was. Right here. 10 pips. So drawdown ranges, right? Like you can see our drawdown here. Like sometimes it's like, it goes as far as 400. Sometimes 0. Max profits was, what did we peak there? We peaked 35. So yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. 35 peaked, exit reasoning, trail stop loss hit on the minute. And then scenario was, if we didn't do that, it would have been BE. So 29. All right, so that's how I'll journal my trades. I have 2 journals. You can just have 1. But yeah, now we see what happens next, right? So you got a rejection off of 97. You have a 4-hour leg, 1 hour leg kind of body area that I'll say came very close to reacting. This could be seen as another pullback because what happened here was you came down and now you're pulling back, right? So if you re-break the lows again, you can get that continuation. Obviously, there's news in about like 17 minutes, so that can play a huge role into what happens next. You still don't have a high here. It doesn't need to form a high. It can come down without a high. But if you do get a high up here and then you come back down, that's perfect. That's like your idea right there. Because like, why would it come back down again if it comes up to break the highs? It should go up, right? It should go up. Like generic price action 101, it should go up. But If it does the total opposite, right? Comes all the way up for what? And then comes back into range. That's like you breaking structure again. That's like this is your lower high, and then you would have a stronger push down the second time around, right? So that's why I didn't want to have a too crazy of a TP. This trade with TP is only like 46 pips max because that was a zone, right? But if we do get another idea later on, and you actually come up and do all of this, we can actually put TP all the way down at 50, 56 because now your focus is not this range. Your focus is now this range. So they can look for ideas below here to kind of continue down. Make sense? Make sense, chat? What'd you guys get there percentage-wise? I put the wrong data. Oh shit, I'm tripping. 13. There you go. You got 32 pips, 0.61% on personal. FT1 hit BE. Yeah, that spread was close. That we were close to hitting there. BE. Very close. I think the first time it came down, we were like maybe like 12 pips, something like that. 10 pips or 14. So yeah, let's see what happens now. I'm gonna remark my zones here. Why would you choose 0.6, not 1? Because I'm going off of like a fixed risk percentage, and I don't increase my lots because it's a higher probability trade, or else if I were to increase my lots for every trade or for a high probability trade, I'll be over leveraging every trade because every trade is a higher probability trade. If we're waiting for the right setups from the playbook, every trade is gonna be a higher probability trade setup, right? So if I were to increase my lots, bro, I'll be full margining everything, every trade. Because I don't decrease my risk because it's a lower probability trade. Like if it's a lower quality trade, I'm just not getting in the trade. The trade is not valid. Wait, did this shit copy over? Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, so when I increase lots here, it increases odds on the other ones too. With the risk percentage on the trade copier. You have a huge leg count here in the 15. So let's see. So let's remove all these zones now. I think we can just leave maybe... let's see. So there's something here. I think right here is a leg candle. Yeah, I think we'll leave it as this. We're going to remove everything in between. 5135 is up there, so we'll leave that right there. We'll remove 27. And yeah, we'll leave it as this. So there's nothing that we're doing in this range now, right? We're going to let this fly up, fly down, whatever it wants to do. And then I'll say the next important thing that needs to happen for this to continue moving is you break the lows again, you tap into these highs again. And then that's when you'll get your movement again in price, right? But right now, we don't know what's going to happen here. It looks like the 4 hour is going to flip. Or the 1 hour is going to flip. And if this is like a couple years ago, we'll be having a buy stop right here probably. Right? But we're going to let this play out. I think the flip would generally give you like 160 pips. So there's a bit more to go. Wait, why did XYZ? What happened to him? Why did all the messages get deleted? Do you look at the monthly, weekly, daily, or oh, I gotta put trades taken. That's what they do. Trades taken. Daily P&O. Gold sells plus. They put pips, right? Day. Oh fuck the pip count. Let's just put percentage here, because we don't do pip count no more in the big 2026. I think we can put that, right? Trade record. This could be more green. This could be a little more green. You guys understand that trade though? As long as you guys understood it, you don't have to take it. Like, you don't have to take any of my trades, to be honest. It's a free stream. You can feel free to do whatever you want, but like, you know, you can learn something from that trade, either of like finding my zones or waiting for the idea, or the fact that I waited a whole week for that trade. Right? But you don't have to take it. That's not the purpose of the stream. Just to flex trades. You used to do it too, bro. You forgot. Yeah. We just journal it. Let's see what happens now, man. I'm out. Thanks for the trade. I would have just used a higher lot size. That's all. Yeah, risk is all based on what do you want to do, right? With your everyone has a different risk parameter, so there's no right or wrong way in risk. Like, you can go full margin, or you can risk 1% only. You can make 1,000 pips 1% risk. Whatever fits. There's no right or wrong in that. But I was just saying something because you were telling me what lot size to use, right? Like, so that's why I was like, I was explaining like my strategy to it. But I think risk is all open. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't need any drawings for this BS. You can wake up and took a trade risk intent 150 pips to make 10, and it wouldn't be over 9, dog. So then do it. If it's profitable, you're saying it as if it's like, you're assuming it's profitable, right? You're saying that. Perfect. My job here is done then. I taught you how to be profitable. Perfect. Now we can all eat together, right? Now we can all just eat and make bread together. That's a fucking W. Is it not a W? That's a W. That is a W. Why is my mouse hooked up? What am I looking for now? I'm probably gonna wait for news to come out right here, and then we'll start hunting after 10 again. Probably. We're probably gonna let the next 6 minutes just go by here. Dudes be coming here like, yo, your strategy is so easy. You be risking this to make this. Isn't that the whole point? Like, to make you guys profitable too? Like, if you guys understand that it's doable, then my job is done. Like, I'm not here to come here and just like flex around trades and shit, right? Like, it's good. We all eat together. Like, that's a good thing. We all eat here, sir. W Silver Real, man. I'm glad I helped in a way or another. Do you think it looks more bullish? I don't know, because I'm waiting to see if you what happens at 5135. I think that's when I'll have more information on whether it's gonna be like bullish or bearish, or more probable one side or the other side. Love you too, man. Shout out to India. Yeah, I don't know. I think people just come to the streams for like, I don't know, to like, oh, not everybody. I know a lot of people who don't chat here actually are just not chatting because they don't want to chat, but they're watching to learn. But I don't know, some people come in here just to like, I don't know, like to like just say some bullshit, just shit, just to say whatever. I didn't know they come here for the right reasons. Scalp or swing? Both, man. I think both. Me update your category for real, man. I need to. I don't know, man. It's crazy, but we gotta keep going, right? We're at, I think, 290 viewers right now. We're at, I think, 330 for that trade. If you guys can leave a like, sub to the channel, I appreciate it. We've been growing in subs last week. I think we might hit 124. Are we at 124 subs already? But we can get to like 150 by the year end. That'll be, I can find a way. We can get to 150 by the end of the year. That'll be sweet. And next year, 200K. That was sweet. That'll be sweet. I think that's pretty decent. Like that, I think that's doable. I'm back. What I missed? Nothing. We are just waiting. What car would you like as an everyday car? I think an everyday car. A Aston Martin Valkyrie. Go trick the hell of the buyers there. Hold on. I'll hold on to that thought for now, because this could still come up for news, but it could be, yeah, it could be tricking the buyers. I mean, I saw a lot early. People were looking at like double. Like they're saying double bottoms, which could be a thing. I just don't know if it's gonna be a double bottom yet because you haven't broken this. So you just need to gather a bit more info. Right, this could be a double bottom still if it holds it and drives up. I think that's what I saw earlier in the chat. Look at daily. Yeah, daily could flip here. Daily could rip. This could be a fake on the 4. News is gonna be important here. You have a minute, guys. So let's see. Maybe we'll get another trade. Let's see. News. And yeah, 35 seconds here. So maybe it'll be more volatile than the first candle. I'm gonna grab some water. All right, news came out here. So yeah, it's a red folder. Same rules apply as the first red folder today. It doesn't have to be you don't have to get a glitch off the bat. Sometimes it takes a bit to pick up, right, as the session goes on, but you already have some decent volume throughout the day, and this news should only bring in more volume. So you have a low, you're starting to flip. How much did that thing come down? 60 pips, right? So it's still within the ranges, but let's see. This is a very important zone right now. But key thing to look at is like you came down, tapped the lows, rebroke the lows again. So third time that can pop. Bro, 3 or 3 ads and no skips every time. I come back, it's outrageous. Man, it's a free stream, yo. I don't even get the money from the stream because I play music. It's a free stream. Like you would learn probably more in this stream alone today than like any course out there combined. For free, like for free. And you can't sit for 3 ads to support a stream. Like, come on, man. But you're willing to go buy a funded account. Man. Brainwash. Fucking brainwash. Sorry, I don't know if you buy funded accounts, but you know, I'm just putting things together. It's just I have nothing against funded accounts. Just sometimes it just makes me I learned so much through watching for free. Thanks, up. Thank you, man. Who's thinking 5160 TP? What, you got buys here? 5160? I think that's reasonable. Yeah, that's like up here. I have 65. Or I have, yeah, 60 makes sense actually. That's a good zone. I'm not too sure when, but that's a good zone. Y'all can also get the stuff that blocks the ad too. That's free. I think that's free, no? Or YouTube Premium. Can you explain the sentiment after these news? I think it came out mixed. I don't look at news. Fuck, I didn't even look at it. Let's see. This thing came out positive numbers. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So that should go down, but it doesn't have to. So I don't pay attention. It's all just mix up. All this shit is mix up. It's like I have no idea. Sometimes it comes up with a number, sometimes it doesn't. It's too inconsistent. But so something that's more consistent for me is looking at the candles. It tells me everything I need to know. Because we still haven't broken below 50.94. We still haven't broken above this high here. And I know we're not going to move until you break out of order. Because we're not looking for anything here, right? Like, you don't want to be trading this range now. You want to kind of stay out of it. Oh yeah, playbook out now. Loved from Uganda. Shout out Uganda. You got cells under 84. Yeah, below there is gonna be clean. You have a leg candle right here. Let's see. Yeah, Yash had two. You had one here earlier, and then you had one at the same zone. So let's see if you get a correction. Remember, this was at one point your highs, right? But now these could also be looked at as lower highs. So these are your key areas right now. This zone and this zone. That's your previous lower highs. If you reject again, this is your another lower high. That's more structure. So you want to watch out for this, see what happens. Especially with the 5 leg candle as well. This can just go zoop. You targeting sell side, buy side liquidity? None right now. Yeah, a lot of times when you guys ask me if like what I'm looking for, if I'm not like looking for a position, it's usually nothing. Like my mind's blank right now. I have 2 zones marked up, and I'm just waiting to see if it can break the highs or the lows there before I start like actively breaking price down again, because I'm assuming it's gonna do nothing in this range until then. But there is a lot of volume right now, so hopefully not too long. Hopefully within the next 5 minutes here you can move. But a lot of times you answer that, it's nothing. I don't have an idea. Friday in here? Yeah, Friday stream vibes are usually different. I think Friday's more chill. Good morning, Visa. What's up, man? How long was that trade? Did you guys get a delay on YouTube? 39 seconds. If you had a later entry, it could have been a bit more drawdown maybe. Or less. Can we sell? Angry Fat Bear, what's up, man? We're looking for you. Can we sell on the breakout lows, Don? I think once you break below, below 94, that's what I'm hunting. I want to see if that breaks and holds, but chat, look, this could be a lower high here, right? The only thing missing is like spreads here. Let's see if these can get a little tighter, but if it starts shifting down, it could. Yep. It'll be the second time third time actually you're re-breaking those lows there. So this can be the. Now, if I want to start my own community, what were some pointers you would give me? Don't trade for other people. Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself. Don't get distracted by other people's opinions on the charts. Yeah. Just do you. Be you, and you know, don't try to sell something off the bat. Maybe try to like grow a community first. Just provide information for people. Don't try to prove yourself. Don't try to prove yourself to them. Keep doing you, and things will come. Don't tell them that you're not going to take a funded deal, then take a funded deal. Yeah, just stick to your principles. And yeah, whatever your principles are. Yeah, don't follow the crowd, right? Like, I mean, you can follow the crowd, but do what you're happy with. Just don't always chase the next hyped like marketing tactic or whatever. And you'll be better off that way. Slow growth is better than fast growth. But yeah, key thing is don't let people's opinions influence how you trade. It's easy. Like, trust me. Like, I have a lot of practice from it. But when you first start, like, and people don't know your history, people don't know anything that you're doing, they're just gonna save positions, and you're just gonna feel like you need to eventually take a position because they're asking you to take a position. Fuck it. Just tell yourself, like, fuck, if I have to wait another week for a trade, I'll wait another week for a trade. That's kind of what I said today. I'm like, I mean, everyone's on my ass this week about not taking a trade, but if it's not clean, it's not clean. If it's clean, I'll take it. If it's not, you know, I can wait another week. I can wait another 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is, but I'm not going to take something that's like not what I'm looking for. And then, yeah, you'll be good. But it's like psychological warfare, though, a lot of times with streaming. And it drains more of your energy a little bit just because you're going to have to explain a lot of things that you do. But that also helps your trading too. So it's a bonus. Have you told his story? Shout out Drizzy. Isn't it weird how the whole world is burning, but XAUUSD still to sell? I don't think we're moving. Like, look at it. I don't think this is moving. This is not a sell or a buy. This is a range. Guys, look. This is a range. Nothing is really happening. But it's a tradable range. But throw all that info out the window. Look at price action. It's going to give you opportunities. Right? Don't rely too much on what the news is. Or don't try and make predictions or what with the news. Just look at price action. And I promise you it's going to tell you a lot more. And it'll be more consistent. Because then you start making up like a bunch of million different ideas in your head. And it's just a lot of extra info. Oh, spreads got tighter. Psychological warfare. Yeah, that's what that is. This whole thing is psychological. Everything is psychological warfare. It's like, who got the stronger mind? Trading is what that is too. Selling the rebreak? No, I don't. I mean, if it's glitching, you could definitely attempt it. I think I'm gonna wait for see this can pop down towards 87, pull back and hold, and then continuation below there. I think that's the 1 hour leg candle area for me right here. So you have a lot of them too, more down here. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for this to push down a little further. This entire range here is like 360 pips, guys. That's a lot. So if I can't get this, we have more a bit down here too. But there should be a lot of opportunities if you do decide to come down today. But spreads are tight, so this is looking like it's gonna glitch. Like glitch. What's your target career beer? Like somewhere here? 84 or something? 86? That's at least 100 pips though. Bit me some. Shout out to Bit me some. I don't know, man. I don't trade like this anymore. I only do wick entries. Well, if you only do wick entries, then we were close yesterday. We were 5 pips away from one. No, I'm gonna wait for this to let's see. You don't have to come down towards 84. It can come down towards 89 and pull back to 93. But same idea as earlier, chat. We could get another trade here. 15 no bottom wick. We'll see if it's gonna be an issue. 4 candle in 1 hour looks like it's not gonna be an issue, but that's why I'm waiting for a top wick, because if it is an issue, this top wick shouldn't come back down. This top wick should continue driving up. But yeah, I'll say top wick to be around like 99, 98. That can be an area. Worst case, we'll look for more ideas below 85, 84, right? That's a leg canal area too. And we'll be here until like 10:45, 10:30. Another 15 minutes minimum, and then looks like there's a lot of volume, so probably 11. But could get another trade. I don't have a limit on how many trades I can take, but we do roughly take 1 per day or 3 per week. But if there's opportunities, I'll take them. But there's no limit. There's no minimum and there's no limit. It just comes down to what prints for us. Limit. First time in stream. Hey, sub to the channel. The market size is starting to change. Yeah, it is. It's well today. Yeah, for sure. I think because yesterday moved a bit. Like it wasn't as clear as today as yesterday, but yesterday set up for today. Without yesterday, you wouldn't have had a day like today. That's about to come. So yeah, as long as you break the range, I'm happy. All right, this is starting to re-break here, guys. So you gotta tap. If this 15 top wick, okay. So you tap 94, you're starting to re-break here. I probably won't be part of this range. I'll probably let this fly. However, below 83, I think is next, because this 15 had no bottom wick. So if it's an issue, it shouldn't fill the range. It shouldn't continue driving. It should reflip or something. Now, if this reflips from here, which I highly doubt it, taps these areas, re-breaks, then we'll be in before the 85. But it looks like 85 it is. And then leg candle fill now. Leg candle body area right here. So you could expect some reactions here at like 81. And then you have all of this range down. Below here you have like 190. So this could be the biggest runner if we attempt one today. Let this reject first. We don't know if it's going to reject or not. You can push through, but a rejection is like a confirmation for me. It'll be a chance to print a lower high. It'll be a chance to flip. If it wants to flip, it should flip and not come down. But if it flips and comes down, then that's your lower high. That's another confirmation to continue. This is pretty good though. Pretty good day. I think 6 out of 10 day minimum today. Yesterday I'll give it like a 5.5 still. Remember, this can still be a higher low, right? So for everyone that was mentioning bullish buys earlier, you could still be in that favor. This can still flip, right? That's why I also didn't say if it was bullish or really bearish today, because it's kind of still deciding that. But right now it is moving down pretty heavy. So it comes down to just whether you could create lower highs to continue down or not. But the last thing we want to do is just like try to guess that, because we don't know. We don't have any information whether this is going to continue down yet or whether this can be a lower high to come back up. W Freem. 15 no top wick, no bottom wick, right? So if that's an issue, this 15 could flip again right here. But that's why I wanted to adjust it just to confirm that. Right? So you see how it's rejecting here? If this 15 minute candle is an issue, this 15 candle should flip bullish right here. And then come back up to re-break the highs and all of that at 94. But if it comes right back down from here or creates a lower high and comes right back down, then that's more structure. That confirmation gets rid of that 15 no bottom wick issue. Because then what you're doing is you're doing this. Right? So as you do that, it's like 15, if an issue, it would have came up. But it doesn't. Lower highs, that's continuation below here. That's straight sells down. It'll also confirm for you direction too. I think before what I used to do is I used to look at the 15, no bottom wick, I'll be like, oh, that's an issue. How do we know if it's going to be an issue? We don't know yet. We just assume because we saw a candle, right? So like, that was like stage 1 of like learning no bottom wick, no top wick. Stage 2 is like learning how to actually read the small times to tell if it's going to be an issue or not. Because I wouldn't say it's a 50-50, more like a 60-40, 70-40. But that 30% can still come back down, continue down. It might not be an issue. So you can still take advantage of these ranges. Yo, Farzo, that's the most normal text I've seen you send ever. Who sent you, bro, with the laughing emoji? That was the most humane text I've seen you send in the chat ever. Usually I don't even know what you're saying. I've never seen Farzo type like that, ever. Wow. See, Farzo, if you continue speaking like that, I can actually understand you. Hello, Doing. I just got a sell for 1+K again. Nice. What percent is that? It better be 150% or else. Number one yapper today, yeah. That's you. Second yapper goes to ABCXYZ. Third yapper goes to Bossman CEO. Bossman CEO. What do you mean percentage? I'm still new. Oh. Yeah, percentage. I mean, you'll pick it up eventually, but when you look at your profits, it's better to go in percentages because as your balance grows over time, your percentages, you understand your percentages a lot better. Like if you say $1,000, like what if you start making like 150K a day, right? It's like I made 150K or like what percent is that still? Because then you can actually scale your account. So percentage growth and like percentage increase and decrease on what your account is. Going back through the stream, any close? Yeah, we had one trade already earlier, and now we are waiting for ideas below 81 here. Same idea as earlier. Yeah, Don, I've learned to be alone for a whole year. Damn, that's a shot. Damn, man. Shit. Sometimes we just need to take a little, what's that one quote? Sometimes you gotta disconnect to reconnect. Percentage consistency matter more than risk reward ratio? 100%. I understand percentage of emotional control is lethal moving forward. Yeah, percentages took me a long time. It took me like 6 years, 7 years almost to learn that. Like until like maybe last year when I started really focusing on percentages. Before that, I'll be like, you know, I got 100 pips. I feel good. Man, you're gonna blow that account, man. Haters. Yo, you're not Jason the Ween, bro. I saw that video. He was like, your haters will be waiters at the table of success, some shit like that. All right, Jason the Ween. I've never seen someone quote Jason the Ween before, but shout out. This chat has so much 6-7. Yo, y'all do 6-7 jokes the whole day today. I can count how many times you've done 6-7, 6-7. You looking for sales below 81? Yeah, if it could break below there, yeah. We're trying to figure out this 15 no bottom wick issue right now. So you might even get another leg count on the 15 here in 5 minutes actually. So that could be a thing. That could be a thing. Are you increasing lots of 0.7 for my next trade? Oh, we gotta see. What are stops for the next trade if you get one? No. What are stops here even? Let's see. I think up here, 1200. I think we'll use a 0.5. We'll decrease it 0.5. Six, 7? Nah. No. We have this audience. My audience is 25 plus for sure. For sure 25 plus. My kids do that. Damn. 6-7. 6-7. 6-7. 6-7. Oh, it's a bunch of rookies. Fuck you, bruh. I think my audience is pretty profitable. I think my audience has a big EQ. EQ. I think we'd have bigger EQ than in other communities for sure. What's up? I'm new here. What's up, man? Can you explain the trade from today, please? I wasn't able to see it live. We just looked for... We had this range marked up here. And then we wanted to confirm if we could continue driving down with yesterday's move. So then we let this range fly by, I think. Or no, we on a small time, I think it was a minute, we waited for price to create structure below here. And then when it did, it rebroke the lows. We just took the sells down from there. Just like a breakout on like the minute time frame, basically. Is what we did today. And we're looking for the same thing below 81 too. So same concepts and same idea. It's just that this time you're breaking through two ranges. So that this time the runner could be a bit bigger or target, because these aren't real bottom wicks here. I think if you come down, you're going to create a steeper bottom wick today, chat. So if we get below 81, we can actually there's a higher chance you can get a runner. There's no guarantee, but there's a higher chance, because I think our TP is going to be a lot extended too. 230 pips here. We'll try to attempt. And then if it runs, it runs. If it rains, it pulls. But yeah, you got to break below 81 here, and you got to start moving the volume. And we'll go from there. Demonic stuff. What's demonic stuff? Angry Fat Bear. So you only take wick entries now? You don't take like breakouts and all of that? Are you a spy? Yeah, I'm planted. The government planted me. They're using me to they're using me. I have a question. Would you say if we are printing the structure down with volume and we pull back to 6, 7, like 26 to 7? Let's see, 6, 7. Like up here? Yeah, you can pull back to up there. That's possible. I think someone had buys going up towards that area. Joke's actually on you, if you know what I did there. You didn't think I got the joke, but I deflected it. Come on now. All right. Let's see. Can we get a pop here down towards 5081.02? 30-minute close here. 30-minute close bearish. There's no top wick, so we're about to find out what happens here. So now you think I got baited when you got baited? Okay, next time I do it, I'm gonna write in my notes before I do it. Just so there's proof. You ever get into an argument with somebody and then you just wish there was a replay mode? Sometimes I get an argument, I'm like, fuck, I wish I can go back to that moment to show you what happened in that process. Like Black Mirror. When you get a trace and I can joke with chat. Whoa. Yeah, man. Chat was on me for like a week. Just, you gonna get a trade? You gonna trade? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Hold on, chat. I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right. Okay. So the volume is, I wouldn't say dead, but you have been ranging here. So now the next step is you need to break above here or break below here, start moving. So either above 94 or below 81, and that's when you start seeing like price continue to move. Otherwise, just look at it as like a range and just sit here and watch it until it actually breaks outside. Okay, it's gonna lead to more opportunities. Okay. Baggers can't be choosers. Isn't 4800 a huge support? Yeah, it is. Well, not huge. I think the huge one was earlier. There's a zone here, right? So I do want to see, like, when it breaks through, I want to see a glitch through for one, because that's like you want to see fall on the way down, pushing through there, and you want to see if it can hold. So like we're waiting for a pullback, right? If it's like a fake out, we'll be part of it anyways, because then if it's a fake out, it's gonna come down and come back up, right? But we're waiting for that lower high to confirm that. So if it just pushes through, then yeah, we're good. We'll be able to tell whether it's a fake or not. I like this though. This is good. This 5-minute time frame. This is very good. All these highs are holding here. This can give you a pop, man. Chat, get ready here, guys. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready here, because the stream's over. All right, further. We might get something below 81 here. Let's see. Rolling on the floor laughing. I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna bring that one back to with you. Rolling on the floor laughing. That's a good one. Or is that, am I late? Is that already back? I like that one though. ROFL. That's a good one. So then look, if we get a glitch through, I'm assuming this is a zone next. No bottom wick zone right here, so you can get a reaction there. So we could get something between 81 and 75, but if it just glitches through, then below 75 downwards. Same idea as earlier, okay? All the way down towards 56. You might even come down further today for all I know. You might even come all the way down towards maybe 16 if you push. Because these aren't real bottom wicks in these zones here. These are fake. Fake bottom wicks. In terms of like the range fill could be lower, like not literally fake, but like there's still something here, so you want to be cautious, right? But I'll say the overall range is here in this area, maybe even further down towards here. I'll leave that as like the overall range we have. So I wouldn't even say that today could be directional, because like it can be a bottom wick for like, let's say like this, for like maybe next week to come back up, you know, it come back up and correct the entire move. Anything can happen. But yeah, one step at a time. Let's see if you can even break this. It's 10:37. I was hoping you could have moved a bit earlier. Let's see. Baby money. Baby money, baby money. Baby money. We can get 2 trades today though. The last time we had 2 trades was I think 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? We had 2 trades 3 weeks ago in a day. And that usually doesn't happen too often. Because we had a trade earlier today, but I don't even think you moved yet. I think there's a bigger move incoming for the day to finish off the day. Because I doubt you'll sit in this range all day. I doubt it. Like with the way that everything kind of moved. By the way, how did news come out earlier at 10? Came out positive, right? That's it for the day then. Yeah, no more news. Wow, you had a lot of folders today. Look at this. That's a lot of folders. Wow. Fake news. True. Overall goals bullish. Yeah, I think of course it's bullish. It's been bullish since $1. It's always gonna be bullish. Oh, maybe not always, but it is bullish. Yeah, always bullish long term, of course. That is correct. Doesn't affect yourself from here to here, right? You know what I mean? Okay, look. If this is a struggle, then you'll see it reject. If it continues glitching through, like it is right now, let's see if it can pull back and hold 81 here. All right? If it can pull back and tap 81, re-break the lows right away, we'll take the sell and re-break the lows, take it down, okay? Same thing for 75 too. If it's like 75 to the top, yeah, you test the bottom range. So if you get a rejection here, back up to like 58 to 1, the re-break of lows here, continuation down, could be continuation down towards the bottom of the range here. Let's see, spreads a little wide. Let's see if these spreads get a little tighter. You tap 75 on a dot, right? So you approach that range there. That's cool. Yeah, let's see if you continue breaking below 75. If it's slow, we'll take the second re-break, not the first re-break. Meaning that we'll take wait for price to kind of come down, re-break the lows, pull back up, re-break the lows again. Second time, we'll take a re-break the lows down there. You got a lot of range coming down. So it's moving fast. I felt like I had to match the speed. All right, I'm assuming there's no bottom wick here, so yeah, you want to see below here. Okay, so get ready here, guys. You still got a lot of range, okay? Especially below here. You have is it a leg candle? Yeah, the 1 hour leg candle right here. So earlier, the leg candle right here. Did you get a reaction off the body earlier? Yeah, you did, and then you kind of held it. Yeah, so just one more pullback is what we need here. And then continuations all the way through down towards 50.56 today. I don't know why spreads are still a little wide though. Is it not glitching enough? Get ready here, guys. Get ready here. So I'm just gonna mark up BE in case we have a zone here, but I'm assuming BE there, trail stop loss here. The re-break below 7.3 here down the 1 hour leg candle. You have all the way down towards 56, so we'll attempt that. Okay, get ready here, guys. You want to see it break below 7.3 and then same thing as earlier, okay? Break below 7.3, pull back, re-break at lows, we're in the sells. But you got to break 7.3 here first because there's a no bottom wick zone here. And if this is a struggle, this should flip bullish because you haven't had a steep pullback yet on this move down. This is the first one coming right now. So if 81 is a struggle, we'll see it being a struggle, right? We won't be part of the fake out if it is a fake out. Referring back to earlier. Same way with the top wick. If it's an issue, we'll see it, right? But the small time frame tells you that information here. So spreads are still a little tight or a little wide there. They didn't get too tight yet. Spreads doesn't mean much. It's just like sometimes when you drive heavy, like you continue driving directionally, spreads usually get tight and it rips. When it's a little wide still and it's still fluttering, it's not driving. So it's just, it doesn't mean much. It's just volume that I look at it for. Let's see. Got a pullback now, right? Retest that area. If the 5 is an issue, it should have flipped there. Let's see if we can re-break below 7.3 now. How much was this range? Below 7.3 down was 60, so it wasn't even that crazy. What was 98 here? You know what the good thing about this too is that if you come up today, if this ends up being bullish, this move took decently come down. It was fast, right? But the move up should be faster then. If it's truly bullish, it will correct the entire thing and continue to push heavy, which means that we can look for our buys too. But in terms of volume, it'll be a lot stronger. So this is already good for pre-market if this is like pre-move today. If it ends up being the move, then it picks up. If it doesn't end up being the move, then you get a correction that's a lot faster than the way it came down. So you'll have another opportunity either way. Hopefully before 11 though, but yeah. All right, spreads got a little tighter here. Let's see. Can I start glitching through? Came down, got a pullback. You want to see 7.3, okay? Below 7.3. Okay, get ready. Get ready for, wait for it to break the lows first. All right. I'm assuming 7.2 will be the area it taps if it pushes through. That's just like the next wick area here, so that's why I'm looking at that. So no break yet. Let's take this away for now. Don't press that. You want to see it like push through here. Okay. Oh, unlock it again. Let's see. Did it re-break? No, I don't think it re-broke. Still hovering here. And don't mind these zones here. These are just like BE zones and all of that. I think BE zones, trail stop zones, and then, you know, we'll have more zones on the way down. I just marked them just the trail stops. So every time I reach the next zone, I move it towards the previous zone, my stop loss. So let's say it taps the first BE zone, I move it to entry. It taps the next one, I trail stops to here. It taps this one, I trail stops to here. It taps this one, I trail stops to there. And it's whatever price gives me. If it gives me 100 pips, it gives me 100. If it gives me 20, it gives me 20. If it gives me break even, it gives me break even, right? But you want to make sure you have, oh, you just broke the lows here. Okay, cool. You want to just make sure you have those levels pre-marked, because when it taps, you're not like thinking like, oh, what should I do here? You just know for a fact, boom, at that point, I'm break even, no hesitation, right? Because hesitation is going to kill you in trading. You don't want to hesitate ever. You want to know directly what you're doing at all times. So 7.3 broke here. Now, can you, yeah, you didn't hold, you didn't re-break, right? But you got a glitch though, so that's good. You create a steeper low. So still volume here, but I think we might have to move this BE zone a little further down or something here. Let's see, below here. So still struggling here, right? It hasn't like glitched through. Spreads are still a little wide too. Starting to create a mini range here. So is there a possibility the next time you get volume, is this the new range? Does price have to, just drawing ideas out, but does price have to close above the range here in order for it to move again? Because if it closes above the range, it's going to break out that range. It should lead to like either a correction or could lead to a pullback for a fake out, and then you could get that pop down finally, right? But you can see it's starting to create, it broke out this range and then it didn't really drive, and then now it's creating another range. So when is that pop coming? Five-minute flip again, second re-break at a high, so the flip should take you up. Should. So yeah, we're close, but almost not there yet. You need a little more here. Talking fast. Yeah, just trying to give all the angles out. I know many people in this chat for sell buttons. I don't think so. Chat's EQ is big here. They wouldn't do that. Our chat, at least big EQ. So they would understand. Yeah, we had a trade earlier at like 8 something. I think, no, 9 something, 9:10 or something like that. You owe me with a sub by now? Good. As long as you understand your old you. Now imagine like the old you, right? Imagine if I keep asking you now, Addy, how come you don't want to sell like the good old times? You'd be fucking annoyed, right? Like the good old times to sell here. Like just take it so it can be like the good old times. This is the new me. This is the new you. All right, yo. Still ranging here. Chat, so I'll be here until 11, and then at 11 we'll start placing a session stop loss. It could still be a second trade, but price hasn't moved here, you know, and it's just been struggling so far, and it hasn't been moving too fluidly here. And that tells you a lot of information. You can, because if you're creating structure up, then the 1 hour could end up flipping. If the 1 hour flips, the 4 hour flips, and then you continue up for the day. Or maybe you get a double fake out. But I don't think we'll be here for a double fake out because that'll take a long time to form. Okay. So get ready here, guys. This is a zone here, so let's move this. Next zone here. So can we get a tap into, I'll say 7-3? I want to see a 7-3 and a rebreak out of lows, and I'll be in there. If it flies, it flies. If it rips, it rips. At least here, I'll say 7-1. I'll say will be the top I want to see. And then B could be here, and we just continue trailing all the way down. Can we get a top wick? No top wick? That's fine. Next zone could be here. Let's wait for that top wick now. Let's move this down. These are just BE zones, okay? So they're not really like zones. I think you have clean traffic to 56 here, looking at price. But I'm moving these zones down. So 70, I want to see a top wick here. If I don't get that top wick, I can't get in. All right, 70 tap. Okay, now can you come down in one motion to re-break the lows here? If you could, then we'll get sells. If it's not one motion, we'll have to wait for the same thing to occur below 65. Looks like it's one motion so far. So yeah, I think BE could be... All right, re-break at lows, chat. Sells there. As you re-broke the lows, TP, I'll place it down here. A BE, I think we'll place it... Hold on, not yet. Let me just remove that. My bad. Next zone is BE, okay? So when you tap into 62 here, I'll move my stop loss to BE. That's going to be the re-break at lows. I think I'll give you like 20 plus. And then we'll stop trailing below there. Okay, so this is BE. If it can break this, we'll start trailing in profit aggressively, okay? Can it break? 62. There's a zone here looking left, right? So that's why you want to be BE, at least. Struggling. It's either you glitch or you reject heavy. So get ready to act quick. Yo, Jerome, push. Jerome, push. Push, Jerome. Push. Continue pushing. Yeah. Continue. One more. One more. Oh, top wick. Can we survive it? No, fuck, we couldn't survive that. All right, we got there. I think we got here 57 pips here. So 70 pips today almost. It's 80 pips today almost. All the way down towards 56. Clean traffic, right? Clean traffic. All the way down towards 56. So the reason why I was looking for the sells today heavily, just because one, you had a leg candle here, and the structure all morning, that like the last 2 weeks, I taught a big lesson about structure. All the last 2 weeks, we spent 2 weeks teaching one lesson, no trades, just straight lessons. And then today we came to a chart and we applied everything we taught in the last 2 weeks. So if you were here the last 2 weeks and you were every day asking, when's the next trade? When's the next trade, Don? And you were just listening, you would have understood why today was a great opportunity for ideas. Because look how clean this push down is compared to what you had the entire last 2 weeks and a half, or a week and a half, right? So today, just a leg candle, and then everything that happened today that you wanted to see happen, like re-break at lows, retest, continuation. Re-break at lows, retest, continuation. Because today was a directional day. Yesterday's volume brought today's move. Without yesterday, today wouldn't have happened. So yesterday, even though you move, it doesn't mean it's always a trading day. There will be better, cleaner days. And today looks a lot cleaner, a lot more fluid. And this is what we've been like doing in DVSL1 for the last like year, right? Just like waiting for those glitches and volumes and pops to align with our trades, because that's what's going to make your trades highly probable. Before, we used to not pay too much attention to that stuff. And that's why some trades had longer drawdowns and whatever. Like, you still get drawdown, but and I think in terms of runners and trades, we get more runners nowadays compared to before because we're waiting for actual volume. You know what I mean? So yeah, that trade there, what did we do? We did 34.26. So that is going to be, let's see, what percent did we do today? So we did 0.81 on the first trade. Let's see. This second trade is going to be 34.26. So that is going to be 1.59. So in total, we did today 1.59. Remember that number for me? 51.66. So let it drive now, you know? We got to journal out before we even look for another idea here. But what did I do again? 51.66. So we did 2.40% today. So that's very good. That is very good. That's like above average for us here. But I think total that's like how many pips is that today? If you want to look at pips, I'm gonna journal this out, guys, okay? And then we're gonna come back and then we're gonna see what happens next here. Because guess what? If my thing could unfreeze. Guess what? You can get another push today, right? You can, again, I don't think these are real bottom wicks here. There's a chance you can come down towards 5,000 today. So whoever mentioned double bottoms, double tops earlier, you can still get it, right? This can still be liquidity. But in terms of like, was it ready to go up earlier? I don't think so. I don't think it was ready because look, this high didn't even break. This is a very important high, right? If that got respected, that's a lower high. That's a lower high. That's a lower high. And then you just have a strong move down now, all the way down towards the bottom of the range. So you can kind of just block this out, and then I'll say we can mark this up here. All right, but I'm gonna journal because I need to journal, and then we'll come back. Okay, if we miss it, we miss it. It is what it is. We'll move on till Monday, worst case. But I gotta journal. That's very important for me to do. All right, so let's go ahead to here. Today is the 13th again. 3/20/26. We did. What time is this? Chat, what percent did you guys get today? $10.51. New York gold. We were bearish today, normal. We took a sell on the breakout. I think this is a 1 hour leg candle. So I'm gonna put leg candle fill in the 1 hour time frame. Current higher low, 4 hour stops, 1 hour TP. Next largest point resistance, break even, yes. Minute time frame, we managed minute, 1 hour. What else did I use there? I think I used the minute. I used the 1 hour, and I used the 30 and 15. I think 30. I used the 30 there, so I'll put that as that. And then we look for just the leg candle fill on the 1 hour time frame. It was a win. I think 0.06 lots I used there. I think I should have moved down to 0.5, but it is what it is. I forgot to change that lot size. 34.26. The reason I wanted to change it was because like stops were a little bigger there. The stops were 1,200 pips there in that trade. And then pips is gonna be, what did we do there? 57.1 pips there. 0.1. And then drawdown there was there drawdown there? I don't think so. I think that one had no drawdown. The first one had 10 pips. This one had 0. And then max profits we got there was 79 total before it came back up. Trail stop loss hit on the minute. Scenario would have been, I think, just trail stop loss because it didn't come back to BE. We've been out on the first trail stops. And then TP pips is 57.1. And then let's go over this journal one more. 3/13/2026. We did on this one 1051. Gold sells. Oh, I'm tripping. Gold sells. Leg candle fill. Current higher low on the 1 4 hour time frame. 57. 0.1. All right. So look, that is what I'll do for my journal. So this is what we're doing for the month so far. Not bad. I think 3 trades so far, 192 pips total. Percentage wise, I think we are up for the month. Let's see, we are up 4.41%. So I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll take it. 1.89% you did, 1.7 for the day. What'd you guys do, chat? Don't tell me pips, tell me percentages. $1.9, nice. That's good. Yeah, that was good. That was good. 6, 7. All right, bro. 0%, 18. You are crazy. 18%. W did. Yeah. So we'll see what. Maybe there might be another trade. I think 1 hour closure here is yeah, you're not below. So to figure out if this is a strong zone right here, we're gonna see it pull back and then fake out. This can still be bullish. Like for everyone who was spamming earlier, like you have a double bottom, it's gonna go up. It could still go up, right? There's still a possibility that this move gets corrected. High chance it could still happen, but you need a way to confirm it. You can't just assume it. So if you come up here, you hold that zone, continue to make lower highs. Guess what you have? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. That's structure. You re-break the lows. That's your clean traffic area. You have your next level marked out now and highlighted. I have 5,001. So we're just looking for a way to get down there, right? And that's why we wait for like the small time for confirmations. But you can still get a correction. But that's why these lower highs that we're waiting for before we take the sells are very crucial to take, right? Very crucial to wait for. How much did that last 1 hour candle move today? That was 600 pips. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, so look, volume's still here, right? We were ranging for last week and we could still range next week as well. This can still correct, but this is starting to move a little better. You see the difference though, when things weren't clear and things were clear. When you sit here for like a week and a half, your mind starts telling you, oh shit, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I can't read price anymore, right? And you start overthinking your trade setups and everything. Then you start selling down for less because you start taking whatever trades the next day to prove that you can still trade. You just gotta wait until it's clear. Until it's clear. And that requires a bit of intuition too, understand what's clear and what's not clear. But that is a bit of intuition, like, because, or just experience, understand different market cycles. You can't just hop on any given day and expect a trade. Sometimes we sit here for 2 weeks of no trades, like we did this week, right? No trades, and then the day we got a trade, it was just like clean. There was like no hesitation, right? But you have to take that same approach every day, and then you gotta refresh your mindset for the next day, and come back the next day and look to repeat the same steps. But that's trading, right? It's not always gonna be like check your phone and you, like. I know, like, it's like sometimes you want to check your phone, you want to get a trade away, like genius level, but sometimes it's not the best conditions to do that. Sometimes it's better to just wait for better opportunities, and that sometimes can mean missing out on hundreds of bips. You know what I mean? It would have been unfortunate if you took a solid stay after all that waiting. Yo, what's wrong with you? Why are you bringing this negative energy into the chat? What is wrong with you? Yo, Don, we gonna get a trade today? Why you getting a trade today? You missed a trade today, Don? And what was the point of that? Like, what the fuck did I do? And like, let's say we did take a loss. Next day, rinse and repeat. But like, what was the point? Donnie making me a millionaire, I'm glad. Whatever I can do to help. I just have to practice more. Yeah, this is timing experience, man. Chat, let's see what the hell we can do now. But I think we're gonna give it maybe like maybe I think we'll place a session stop loss here, see what happens. I want to see if this is gonna flip or not. Sorry, it's banter. Sorry, sometimes I just can't tell in chat what's what. It's not. It's text, so it's hard for me to digest. Emotional damage. All right. You back to streaming? Yeah, we'll be here Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. Weinch number 1 because I think that person took over you. We actually saw some the let. Yeah, the let from earlier. That was the idea. I guess that was like the main idea today. I was in a trade. My phone died on my way back from market. Turned back on BE. Still hasn't tapped and closed for 240 pips. Damn. Damn. Yeah, 38 zone. Why didn't I have a 38 zone? Why was I missing that? 38. Leg candle body area. What else is there? Oh, this zone. Yeah, I didn't use this because I thought this was just like invisible. But yeah, I guess 38 was something here. Damn. W day, man. W day. Chat, if you guys enjoyed the stream, leave a like and sub to the channel. I appreciate you guys being here today, man. Did this thing copy over to the other accounts? 500. Yeah, this one did. Lots changed here too. Okay, come. On April 10, we need a special IRL stream, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. It's a month. I got a busy month ahead, so I gotta see how things align and everything. How many trades you guys got this week? Chat. I think we peaked 360 today. 141 likes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sharon. He said, have been waiting all week for the idea. Yeah, sometimes you guys, just wait for your ideas. Sometimes you're just missing out on things. But I think 2 weeks ago, same thing. We a whole week of no trades and then 1 week made up for 2 weeks. We didn't get a runner today. Like, it wasn't anything crazy today. 2.something% total, but I think 2 weeks ago we got like 6% trade on a Friday. $25, but I'm a scalper up 1,000% for a 6K account. Yeah, that's like 25% or something, bro. Call it a day. I got on daily flip. Damn. 81? Oh yeah. Yo, 81 was also a daily flip too. I didn't even realize that. Damn. Don, used to have a fixed lot 20, then 30. I know you calculate what the perfect lot size and risk. What's a decent lot size? I just based off stops. So like I don't know, just set pick like a number. Like what are you comfortable risking per trade, right? It's like 10%, 15%, 20%, whatever it is. and then stick to that percentage, and then go into a calculator, and let's say your stop loss for this trade is like 1,200 pips, is like find a lot size that matches up to that percentage, and then just do that. But you could pick the number of what you want to risk per trade, like whatever your risk is, and then just go off of that. All right, yo. Chat, I think we call it a day. Well, I don't think it's this thing corrected. The only way we can get a move now is if this thing comes down. But remember, this might not even be the real move of the day. Like, you might get a move that comes all the way back up to the top of the range. Like, you can get a correction to this entire thing. It's 700 pips, but we've seen it on Fridays, like that, or in general, we've seen it on days. You know what would have been a good idea here too? Maybe we didn't take the second trade. If there's another opportunity, we could have looked for a wick entry sell, because if this is your initial move down, no pullbacks, first initial pullback, you're looking for that wick entry sell, because you're looking to see if that can now create like a lower high, a higher low to continue up, or like you can look to see if it can do this to continue down. And then yeah, from there. Because look, this is like a retracement with no pullbacks. I was like 270 pips, right? I don't know what zone I would have had. Maybe like here. So yeah, maybe a little higher at like 7.2. But usually when things get more directional, end of the day, you can start looking for those type of entries, because you're looking for just the pullback. Looking for sells down? Yeah, it should be clean. I mean, you have all this range here plus more. What is type shit in English? Like agree, like yeah, like okay. W trade. Yo, chat, I think we're gonna call it. I missed on that whole idea about the wick entries though, but here we got rejection here anyways, can't even take it no more. But yeah, first initial reaction could be doable for future references in case in the future we look for those ideas, right? But yeah, that's it. That's my day. So I think W week overall, second week back on YouTube. I didn't know how long I was gonna do this for when I first came back, but if you guys are liking it, I'll see you guys next week on Monday, okay? So yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. See you guys. Is it Monday? Is next week a bank holiday? I don't think so. Monday, yeah, we'll be here on Monday. Next week, what do you have? FOMC at 2 on Wednesday. So maybe a double stream, we'll see. Yeah, we'll be here for sure. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Peace, peace. Peace. Wait, let me just pick what's the thing that I want to play. All right, everybody. Peace, peace.
.908 LA time, back in the lab and shit. My wife said, step up in this bitch like I'm the one your bitch like. Yeah, I'm the one your bitch like. And I be talking shit like. I ain't scared to lose a fist fight. And she grabbing on my like. She wanna see if it'll fit right. That's just the way. Waves don't die. Let me crash you for the moment. I don't need to own you, no lie. Waves don't die, baby. Let me crash you for a moment. Baby, I don't need to. The sun don't shine in the shade. Bird can't fly in a cage. Even when somebody go away, the feelings don't really go away. That's just the way. Waves don't die. Let me crash you for the moment. I don't need to own you, no lie. Waves don't die, baby. Let me crash you for a moment. Baby, I don't need to own you. No lie. No lie. No lie. You set the night on fire. I'm still gonna be here in the morning. No lie.
Yeezy, what's good? It's your boy Max B. What's going on? Just checking in on you. Appreciate the love, the support. The wave is here. You a wavy dude anyway, so you already know. Ain't no problem. Ain't the game. You already know how this game thing goes. So do your wave. You got the official wave man. Just doing you. Do your wave and keep it loopy. I know you're gonna keep it loopy, man. Just shout you out, hollering at you, man. It's all love. I appreciate the energy. And we here, we hit the town. We do something big. We gonna make a big tsunami up in this joint. You already know what it is.
Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer in the flesh.
Silver Surfer in the flesh. Max Biggerville. Shout to Yeezy. What's good? I see you. It's love.
Yeah. I am an addict. I want the cabbage. I want the baddest. Her ass the fattest. Couldn't go rattle. Picked her up in that Brabus. She wagging on smashing. She said I'm the captain. I am an addict. I want the cabbage. I want the baddest. Her ass the fattest. Couldn't go rattle. Picked her up in that Brabus. She wagging on smashing. She said I'm the captain. Chanel drug out of habit. I swear I can swag way harder. I might pull out like Dan and charge her, but my car do not take a charger. She done gave me a hell of an offer, but I'm high so I beg you to pardon. She tryna get me here but she ain't party. 10 1 second just out of your day to realize I bet rapping like Martian. I got white with my knee when I'm dusty. Hold on, I think I'm broke nigga talking. When I'm in the trench, shake the guys and 40 Glock under my armpit. And I stay in the marsh, I link with the God, we all got a bondage. I know when it's hate, I'm one with the earth, I know how to elevate. He thought he ate, my 999 is not in an elephant. I took off the hood just so I could breathe. My car's a elephant. How you say I'm irrelevant when I'm the reason these niggas relevant? Reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant. I got the energy. Reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant. I was intelligent. Reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant. I got the energy. Reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant, reason I'm relevant. I was intelligent. I am an addict. I want the cabbage. I want the baddest. Her ass the fattest. Couldn't go rattle. Picked her up in the rabbits. She wagging on smashing. She said I'm the captain. I am an addict. I want the cabbage. I want the baddest. Her ass the fattest. Couldn't go rattle. Picked her up in the rabbits. She wagging on smashing.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. Fuck that paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. What I'm sipping, I kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that be babe. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
I just made pop my shit, get it live, hold up. Yeah, you try to come around at the shit, they popping your tires, hold up. Shit, 100 round, feeling like I'm on team, playing both sides of E-hole. Shot out on fucking your friends. I've been going crazy, shot, I've been hitting deep in. She not in the scene, she just trying to go. I just been icing my hoes. I just been dripping my hoes. This whole nother level shot. I got these hoes on their toes. I put the bitch on the road. She tryna fuck on the old. I got this hoe with me. She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Niggas ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like that. You know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that hoe done chose up. Pistol solid in the kitchen, can't get it cold up. What the fuck, these niggas acting like they know it. Double O kick this shit, we told up. Switch out the bag, these niggas get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
Yeah, now come out and play. Show face, some way, just think. Show me how you thankful now, cause I showed you the light that your girl won't hold you. I told you, I need you, like now. I need you to pull up, give me face right now. I pop out in the city, show face, some way. I pop out in the city, okay, baby, need money, go up, go down. Fuck it, go up, go up, go down. Go up, go up, go up, go down. Go up, go up, go up, go down. Who the fuck is you and why the fuck you in my section? I just need to come into more pussy, find an exit. This is nail salon, this is nail salon. She come and go out. This is nail salon, this is nail salon. She come me go out. Diamonds on my head, call my babies. And she pull up, wanna suck my babies. I'm in the pit while some call her obsessed. In that pussy pig, I call that pet though. Spending bitcoins like it's pennies, ho. We are upper echelon, you ain't next to us. Ain't even next to us. Ain't even fresh as us, ain't even clean as us. You couldn't even get these bitches till we get between us. I just put a new city, I got new lights. Everybody wanna come ride on us. I'm inside the body, I'm a hard get donor. Hey, won't hold you, I told you, I need you like now. I need you to pull up, give me face right now. I pop out in the city, show face, some way. I pop out in the city, okay, baby, need money, go up, go down, fuck it, go up, go up, go down, go up, go up, go up, go down, go up, go up, go up. Pull up inside that bar, pull up inside that bar, got window sitting, no more sipping, I walk. I got that K on me, that K ain't vision. Now's the time I talk, yeah, you can hear your speed when I hear the vision. Pull up outside like block, pull up a gun and chop, they kill this vision. Pull up outside like block, pull up outside with guns, we kill their vision. Nobody ever want to talk, nobody ever want to get in the fun, they feelin' sick. Show me how you thankful now, cause I showed you the light that you got. Won't hold you, I told you, I need you like now. I need you to pull up, give me face right now. I pop out in the city, show face, some way. I pop out in the city, okay, baby, need money, go up, go down, fuck it, go up, go up, go down, go up, go up, go up, go down, go up, go up, go up. Ooh, I know you feel away for time. I know you wanna take a step away. I know you wanna take a step away, but I know you wanna take a step away, but wait.